Hello, hello, hello. It is your new favorite podcast. To do. Am I boring you, man?
Yeah, dude.
Am I
That was a terrible
seriously? You're gonna
intro.
yawn during our intro? Two dudes, one cup of coffee.
This is a shitty podcast. What do you want me to do?
This dude right here, shitty podcast that I was told could be improved if we were both high, and I was like, nah, I might drink. So, cheers to you, Dustin.
Cheers. I'm just drinking coffee though. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, what do
And
we
then, and then JC was
yeah.
telling me that he literally had to cut episode 4 short during your rant about the girl you met
Yeah.
at the festival. He's like,
Yeah.
dude, my kids were watching that, man. I'm like, your kids are almost 18. What does it matter?
Also, one that two. I mean, I was gonna say why are they watching it, but I guess they know you, they know me, you know. So that's why I said last episode after, or maybe during the technical difficulties of the not last episode. Look, at some point in time, I had a conversation with this man. I don't know when, where I said we need to have like maybe a somewhat edited or toned down podcast, and then a Patreon for the folks who want the nitty gritty uh, dirt bands show up and play for them.
Yeah, there's definitely the public. Let's just chit chat, BS, and then there's the other one where we just man cave out.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't
So
because I don't have anything raunchy to talk about. Unlike this guy right there,
I'm a raunchy dude.
that
I don't
dude
today.
who is savage AF, folks. If you were not aware, if you weren't paying attention to the episode that dropped last week, this guy is savage.
Okay,
And
now
you know who's more savage than him? With two thumbs would be this guy, because I was playing
that
Zelda
guy.
the entire time he was telling that story.
Woohoo! That's right. It broke my heart, honestly.
Cavalli's fail is now ready. That guy sounds like Martin Short.
Does he?
Kinda. Like, I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
When you hear that part, it sounds like it's Martin Short voicing the character, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it is. I'm looking for Koraxes right now.
Yeah.
I'm bored. I got nothing else to do that game. The DLCs are
Right.
hard AF.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah.
I want to.
Anyways,
But so one, I didn't know children would be listening to this. Admittedly, I didn't think anybody would ever listen to this, so I really didn't
the
care.
rating says it's not intended for children, so that's on Jason if he was letting his children watch it.
I
Shame
don't know
on
who
you.
that is.
I
I
don't
don't
know who
know
that is
JC.
either.
I've never heard that name in my life.
It's a name I just made up.
That's yeah, the first time anyone's ever muttered that name. Um, but in that regard, since apparently people actually listen to us, should I not just tone down the story quality about my raunchy adventures? Do I need to roll back with the cursing and the expletives and the less kind words?
Honestly, my opinion, like
Yeah,
we want to be as family friendly as possible. I think we just need to tone down the raunchy penthouse letter style of conversation that you are so infamous for.
I,
If you
I
don't know
can't
what a
help it.
penthouse letter is, you are too young.
For me, she's too young for me, bro. Too young for me. I asked her who her favorite Ninja Turtle was,
Leonardo,
and she looked
Michelangelo.
at me. She looked at me with a confused look on her face, and I said, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Because those are your favorite. Those are like some of your favorite characters.
Yeah, and she's like, oh yeah, like I know who they are. I was like, all right, like so who's your favorite? She's like, well, I've never watched the show. Like I don't know anything about them. I've heard about them.
Red flag. Red
Yeah.
flag.
Oh yeah. So what are you gonna do?
How is that going with her, by the way?
You know, that's a good question. I think I have a girlfriend, and I think her name is Turtle Pear. This hit me last night. This whole time I've been like, she's a girl who I take on dates. One of many girls I take on dates. Okay, the only girl I take on dates. But in my mind, there's other girls I'm taking on dates. Like, you know. And then I realized last night we were watching a movie, and I was like, holy cow, we're spending a lot of time together.
And
We're
that's
eating lunch.
after you were savage.
Yeah, yeah.
She was like, cool. He put me in my place.
Yeah.
We weren't supposed to hang out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, after the savagery. We're eating lunch together. We're hanging out most evenings. Her car battery died, and so of course, who are you gonna call if you're a young lady in a relationship? Who are you gonna call if your car battery dies to give you? Oh, am I a Ghostbuster?
No.
Well, she called me, so
unless you're the king at ghosting her.
Oh, I'm not actually.
Wait,
pretty solid.
maybe you're not the. Wait, can ghosts be ghosts? Never mind. No, we're good.
I think so. But yeah, it hit me last night that if she's not my girlfriend, she's my girlfriend in everything except official title. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty weird. I wasn't ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
We're making plans. Her folks are going to be out of town for Thanksgiving. So I'll leave it at that. This is a family-friendly podcast now. Can't say what the plans are over Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to eat turkey, like most people do. Maybe some cranberry sauce. Oh, yeah. There's one other thing. We went to a haunted house last night. It was cool. That's absolutely correct. Yeah. That's the turkey we're eating.
You have to plan that out. That's weird. What's that like?
It's super weird because on the one hand, I feel like I'm 15 since I don't have my own place or my own vehicle. But neither one of us are 15. I just need to make that very clear that we are both consenting adults. And so it feels kind of weird to like park and fool around in a car. I mean, it's fun, but it's also like, well, we're kind of too old for this.
Yeah.
You know. Although it was fun the one time we did it. It'll probably happen again. I don't know. It's weird. It is definitely weird.
I have a tent. Do you want me to ship you a tent?
Yes, please.
I mean, if it's somewhat nice out there, right? The temperature wise, or does it get pretty cold at night?
I guess it gets pretty cold.
It doesn't matter because you guys will keep each other warm.
That's right. No, what's cool? It actually the winters in Arizona get pretty chilly. Right now it's a very nice like 50, 60 degrees. But they said by December it's not uncommon for it to be down in the 30s. And you'll have to scrape ice off your windshield. It won't snow, but that's cool. No, what I decided, right? I was gonna buy a pickup truck. Then I thought, I love 70s rock and roll and culture, right? Why not get a van? You know, and just paint like a wizard on one side of it and like a dragon on the other one or something, you know? Rip out the seats in the back, put down some shag carpeting, a disco ball.
So that reminds me, dude.
Dragon wagon. Yeah.
Sorry. In Burien, there is a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
That you used to do. Working for the company we work for. And right next to it is a Thai restaurant.
Okay.
And the Thai restaurant name is interesting in itself because it's kind of kinky, as some would say.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually, at one point, I don't think they still have it, but they have a white van.
Uh-huh.
It's like oh man, what's that style?
Like the Astro vans, or
yeah, it's an Astro van. That's exactly what it is. And on the side of it, it just says "tie you up."
Yeah. Yeah.
Thai tie
Yeah.
you up. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's inappropriate. Like
But I also appreciate like,
that's the name on top of the restaurant too. Is like tie you
yeah.
up. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. But they, they had an opportunity and they went for it, and I
they
appreciate that.
did. They went hard.
Yeah. They did. They did. The haunted house was super cool. She was super scared. It was fun. There were two side by side, and one was called Breach, and it was like they made it up like a military facility doing research. So like
So
the aliens.
the last
Yeah,
time we talked, you guys were going to try to go,
yeah. So that haunted house.
but
So
you
we
didn't
didn't go to
have a
that haunted.
Costco card.
Right.
So you
Also,
went
we found.
since then.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. Yeah. So we were gonna go like a while ago. We didn't have a Costco card. Also, I found out the haunted house we were gonna go to that weekend is like an hour drive into the desert. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm good. Just I'm not. No, it's out in the middle of nowhere, so it'd probably be super. If Costco's selling the tickets and this thing is an hour drive away, it's probably gonna be pretty cool because they have more space. It's like a big warehouse. They said it takes 45 minutes to do that one. I was like, that probably would have been legit, honestly. We did a different one last night. That was pretty fun. It was like two smaller ones, but it was like military themed, like like xenomorphs escaped the lab and like killed everybody, and but also like zombies and stuff. That was kind of cool. She was super freaked out. That was fun. And then I was like really hamming it up because I did. I went in like, okay, like I know what haunted house is, but I couldn't help but see everybody hiding from the jump scares. And I was in the lead, right? So I'm like, all right, there's person, which was cool because I'm not scared and she's all scared and like grabbing on me. So that was nice. But the second house that we did, it was a two for last night. That one was like haunted house themed. Like everyone's like ghosts and like there's pentagrams everywhere and like blood and everything, and like one room was full of dolls and everything. And the end of it, the final room, um, you get chased by dudes with chainsaws into the final room where there's so much smoke from the fog machines that you can't see what's in front of you until you pass through the fog, and then there's a priest with two people committing a ritual sacrifice. And they're like, "You've come! The next sacrifice is here! We're going to sacrifice you to our dark lord!" And I was just like, "Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, heavy metal! Hail Satan!"
Nice.
It was fun. It was a fun time. One other thing happened. She said I love you last night. So that was yeah. 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 I wasn't yep. That's
By the way, I'm not kidding. Pour spouts
yeah.
are game changers. Super game changers.
Really? Okay. I'll try
Especially
it out.
when you want to measure things out to make specific drinks. Game
Yeah.
changers. Game changers when it comes to putting in your mouth.
Sure.
It's more like a little straw.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Game changer.
That's cool. That's dope. I like that. That's dope. Okay, she did not say the words "I love you."
Oh, come on, man! Seriously, like, okay, what'd she say? What did she say? I like you. I really like you.
Love you.
I want to have your baby. What?
Love you. Love you.
Just love you.
It wasn't I love you.
That's right.
We weren't sitting there eating dinner, and she held my hand. She was like, "Oh my god, I love you." But we'd watched a scary movie after this thing, and I was getting ready to get in my car, and we were hugging. I was like, "Okay, I gotta go." She's like, "Okay, love you."
Now, was it kind of like? See, now I'm just gonna be honest. Like,
yeah,
I don't think there's any shame with saying certain things to certain people.
Sure.
So, for instance, like my dad, anytime we go to get off the phone call or we're leaving, it's always like, "Hey, love you."
Yeah.
So is she telling you love you like as in she thinks you're like a stepbro or something or what?
Based on a joke I can't make for a family friendly podcast, just like a stepbro.
So if she calls you, she says she's stuck in the washer or the dryer.
I'll be the
you're on
one
your way. You're on the way, right?
That's right. That's
You're on
right.
the way.
I mean, she did call me when her car was stuck, so. Well, I'll say this. She said it, and before, I have not said anything to her since then.
Awkward.
Yeah. So she said, I was hugging her, and she's like, okay, love you, or I love you, or something like that. And as soon as she said it, like, she realized what came out of her mouth, and she just let go of me and started walking away with her head down, like, talking to herself.
Oh man, I screwed that up. That's
and then she like
great.
turned around and came back. It's like, that's not. I didn't mean that. That's not what I just. Oh my! I just standing there like, what just happened?
For the record, that's super adorable. I'm just saying, like that's.
It was. Yes, it was. It was very cute, but that's not where I'm at, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and we've talked about how you and I have talked about it. I've talked about it with her in the past. Like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be tied down. I'm not like I like hanging out. I like going on dates. Like, I like what we do, but like, this is not a serious thing. And and one of the things I told her on like our third date, I guess, I was like, the reason I don't want to date you, why I don't want to be your boyfriend, because I don't want to break your heart. Like, that's gonna happen. Like, we work together, and you're super cool and you're cute, but it's gonna happen because that's not where I'm at. I'm not at a place where I want that. And
so
it
it's
seems like you do.
You're not like actively looking and dating other women at this time. It looks like the video froze there. We could just move on from that. I don't know if you heard me or not. It sounded like it may have cut out. Anyways, hey, so it's cool.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it did. Yeah.
You think what did?
What?
Huh?
So, anyways, what do I do? Yeah, I have not been on any other dates.
Yeah.
But I am talking to other women.
But the point, like, it's like, I mean, it's like the reasons for not wanting to be in a committed relationship are not so you could spread your seed, so to speak, for the most part.
Right. A lot of eye winking there.
Oh, something was in my eye.
Yeah. The funny part about that is my nephew called just then, so it muted on me, and I hung up on him, and I just saw you wink in your eye. I'm like, what is going on? So I did hear you say spread your seed and wink your eye.
But like, you have concerns that are far more I guess global in terms of regards to the workplace and other things that you just at this time are not really wanting to make any sort of serious commitments to one person because of that, and then also because you just recently got out of a marriage.
Yeah, exactly. So I wasn't ready to hear those words from her.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it slipped out. I mean, that's definitely how she reacted. She was very embarrassed about the whole thing, and this was actually over at her place. Like, I was in the driveway, and she started walking back towards her door, and then like came back, and like she kept like she was super embarrassed by it, and
You haven't talked since?
No.
This is last night?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So the reason that Facebook Messenger showed I was active 6 hours ago, because she said that, I said nothing. She was super embarrassed. I got in my car and drove away. And then I got home. I was like eating a sandwich and on Facebook, and then I went to sleep.
Oh, nice. I know the first time that I said I love you to Brittany, I was going to leave for the night, and we were hugging, and I said it really, really softly. Like, I don't even think it was audible.
Right.
And she said it too.
Huh.
But she
Like
didn't
the
say
same
like I
same time?
love you too. It was no, like
Uh-huh.
right after, like kind of like little
Mm,
really quickly after.
mm.
She said it also. And I was like, did you hear what I said? She's like, no, what'd you say? I'm like, I love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, that was good times.
Wild.
Wild.
That's amazing. That's a
Yep.
beautiful story,
Super
Adam.
amazing. Yeah, it is.
It
It
is.
is.
No, really, it is. That's cute. That's a nice little, Did you intend to say it quietly, or did it
Oh
slip
yes,
out
very much so.
quietly?
I was trying to be
Okay.
very quiet and subtle and not make it a big deal, but just more of
Okay.
a as I breathed out, sort of like this is my
Hmm.
existence. This is where I'm at.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's cool.
Like this
That's
is the
cool.
place like of comfort and joy.
Yeah.
That is my life.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. More importantly though, this whole
Yeah.
time I've been thinking about slight modifications to the two dudes logo. And that
Sure.
is getting
Okay.
silhouette drawings
Hmm.
of the beards.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
I was
idea.
just thinking that. I'm like, I'm looking good. You know, good looking beard there too.
Yep.
Um, for all those wondering, I do not trust people that don't have beards except family. So if you're not family or someone that I've known for more than 5 years, I do not trust you if you do not have a beard. That's just the
That's
way it
fair.
is.
Yeah.
Because why would I trust you for shaving something off your face that is so immaculate, so pristine? I don't get it. I don't
Well,
know
it's
why
like
you would want to live life beardless. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry.
it
I don't
doesn't.
trust you.
Yeah. It's also like you're wearing a disguise.
Yeah, like why? Why are you masking?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are you trying to
Exactly.
hide?
Yeah. That's pretty
That you
weird.
can't grow a beard? I can't. I'm thinking about joining one of those clubs, try and get some of this growth here and some of it around here.
Yep.
Like I don't even think
Yep.
this stuff has grown at all.
Yeah. I'm with you. I thought the same thing. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit thicker and fuller on the sides, but also on top of the rolling pins and the balms and the combs and the oils, I want to get some Tonga Ali.
What?
Now, Tonga Ali is a root. Okay, I forget which part of the world it derives from. Okay, but this root, if you eat it, uh, it it increases your testosterone. I don't
Oh,
remember the science behind it, but
I
like there's
hear
lots of different
onions do
foods.
that.
Really, I'm
Yeah,
eating
eating raw
onions.
onions. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of foods that can do that. But Tonga Ali and there's one other one I don't remember. I gotta look it up again. That have the highest impact on a man's natural testosterone production. So I'm like, you know what? I'm starting eating Tonga Ali and pineapple.
I gotta mute myself real quick.
Yeah, bro. And so, things. Yo,
Yep.
I was gonna start trying to talk. I don't know if you could hear me talking. I didn't want to
Oh, I can
bother
hear
you,
you.
but
I can hear you. I just need to yell at the younglings
that's
in the
fair.
house,
Yeah, I
especially
just didn't want to.
Toothless.
That's fair. The dragon. I didn't want to have dead air. This is
Oh,
why
you
I
don't have
started
dead air.
talking
You don't
again.
have dead air. You're good. Talk. Talk all you
I
want.
didn't have anything to say either. So,
Oh,
you know,
perfect. Perfect.
yeah, yeah, it was
Okay. This is
useless. It
great.
was worse than dead air.
Wonderful. So,
Hmm.
historically speaking, we
Yeah,
have all these great period pieces, right? Of
yeah,
the Vikings and of medieval times. These guys have all these majestic beards
they
that
really do.
apparently they didn't use the stuff that we use today. So how did they
No,
get majestic beards? Or is that all a farce?
Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood, bro. Or,
Conspiracy.
or, or,
It's a
hear me
conspiracy.
out.
Hollywood is.
Or hear me out. Wait, Hollywood's a conspiracy? Like it doesn't exist?
Dude, did you okay? This is great, man. This is great.
Hollywood is real, dude.
I just heard this, right?
Okay.
So apparently a movie came out, man, probably late 1990s, early 2000s, Eyes
Hmm.
Wide Shut
Yeah,
by Stanley Kubrick.
yeah. I think I saw that when it came out, and I was too young to know what the heck was going on. It was just weird to me at the time.
I ended up buying it and just rewinding one particular scene over and over again because it was fantastic. Because
Sure.
boobies.
Yeah.
Um, apparently it was previewed
Mhm.
for the executives at the production company or whatever.
Yeah.
Afterwards, no one talked to him when they all came
Mhm.
out, and they requested that 25 minutes be removed from the film.
Huh.
Now, supposedly,
Uh-huh.
allegedly, since someone had a hand in helping film the moon landing,
Mhm.
he had the ability to write into his contracts that none of his movies would be edited because they helped
Right.
them fake the moon landing.
Sure. Sure.
And
Not fake, by the way.
so
They keep going.
um a couple of days later, after that small premiere, Stanley Kubrick died,
That's right. Yeah.
and then they removed the 25 minutes from the film. Allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not. I heard this
Sure.
on the internet. Not everything on the
Sure.
internet is true. Not everything on this
I think.
podcast is true,
I
because
think.
that's the magic of Hollywood.
Yeah. Exactly. I will say this in regards to what you just said about that. It's probably true. Also, in regards to beards, uh, men back then, their beards probably wouldn't have been as clean since no one bathed back then. They would have been bigger and fuller on average because men's testosterone has been dropping at least in the last like 5 decades.
Conspiracy.
I don't, I don't remember the exact number now,
Modern
but
medicine.
it yeah, it's actually radically lower. Modern man has radically lower testosterone than even his grandfathers did, um, which is going to result in less facial hair, less body hair, less aggressive tendencies.
It's almost like they're trying to wean us out of that and
Yeah, and
alter
yeah,
our DNA somehow. I don't know how they would
they
do that.
they could be, they
I don't
could be.
know.
There's
I don't
lots
know.
there's lots of reasons that could
I don't
cause it,
know.
right? Well, that's the final push, but it starts decades ago with BPA plastics that leads
Fluoride in the
to
water to calcify
fluoride.
our
Yep.
pineal gland.
Also, all the soy products. Soy has been linked directly with estrogen production.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things in modern lifestyle and diet and medicine and just technology and then take all those things that cause direct physiological changes. I should say endocrinologic,
Endocrinological. I don't know, man.
almost, whatever. I'm
Almost
not a scientist.
so close.
I know. Look, there's a lot of things in modern society that mess up your hormones, okay? And then couple that with the fact that we live a very soft, easy life, which has also shown that like the less trauma and stress you go through, the less your body responds to it, right? So people who have broken bones, their bone that broke, once it heals properly, is stronger than the rest of their bones. Same thing with like hormones, right? If you stress your body to where it needs to produce more testosterone or other hormones to get a desired effect to survive, it will do that naturally. But we live such simple, easy lives, our body doesn't need to produce more, and we couple that with all these chemicals we ingest that also cause a decrease in testosterone, and we're all becoming soy boys.
Let alone
Hashtag soy boy.
hashtag soy boy. Let alone the fact that it's no disrespect to anyone. This is
Yeah,
just
I
an
love soy boys.
opinion.
They're awesome.
No, not that. It's about what I'm about to say.
Got a dude's number last night. Yeah,
Because one of the things, what's his name?
he was one of the actors. I don't remember his name. He was one of the
That's
actors. It
that's
was weird,
both
dude.
simultaneously good and not good. Like,
I know. Okay,
come on, man.
Sorry, we're off track. Sorry, go ahead. What were you
People
gonna
are
say?
doing people doctors are prescribing puberty blockers.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
I could understand the thought process that goes behind all that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, why are we prohibiting what the body is supposed to naturally do?
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys are so smart and so doctorish,
Yeah.
why not suggest, hey, let nature do its thing, do what you want to do. I know things are uncomfortable. That's just the way it is. Everybody goes
Yep.
through it.
Yep. Yep. Because there's a grand sociological experiment being played out on Western world right now. And if you push back against that, you can lose your medical license for malpractice, even though what they're doing is malpractice.
You're a
So,
bigot.
yeah. Um, it's a weird narrative. Like, yes, are there individuals who are legitimately transgender and who legitimately will benefit from hormone therapy and surgeries and social transitioning? Yes, 100% yes. I know some
And a
people like
12-year-old, a 12-year-old.
that's where I have an issue. Yeah,
That's
like
just as bad as putting a 12-year-old in the. See, I'm not even gonna go there.
yeah, don't go there. But yeah, there's when it starts getting down to children, it's just and the way it's being taught in schools is very damaging because it's well, if you feel uncomfortable with your body, that could mean that you're transgender. Okay, well, everybody in the history of time has been uncomfortable with their body when they were teenagers because their body's changing. Like, there's not a single person who was like, ah, all this hair and acne and my voice and these boobs that are growing, this is awesome.
Moves for boys and
you know,
girls because it happens.
exactly.
But even then, like they talk about social contagions like anorexia, bulimia. That
Yeah,
those aren't
yep.
necessarily actually psychological, like something that is like somehow inherited or ingrained from a physiological standpoint, but from a social standpoint. And what I've also noticed a lot of times too is, and I don't know if we did this when we were in our young teens, but I see a
Probably.
lot, and I kind of see it with a family member of mine, where they actively choose to join into the communal suffering. So, for instance, I have a family member who, and this is just allegedly what I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, developed a hatred for their sibling because a lot of their friends had familial problems also. And so, in an effort to relate to and join in the communal misery, they also did that. And so, what you're starting to see now in these friend groups amongst young teenage girls, and there was a study that was done by I think one of the colleges in Great Britain, where they actually found that it was spreading like that. That when one person was having an issue with their body and then another person was having an issue with their body, like it was more of this communal suffering. You're suffering also, so am I. So we're going to join together in communal misery to support each other, which is interesting. It's an interesting, if you want to use the term evolutionary approach to how communities come together and seek to support each other, which is weird because it seems like it's far more damaging long term than it is in the short term. I'm going to support you by basically joining in your misery. Now we're both suffering from something that we maybe necessarily don't have to suffer from. I don't know. But like, let's just let people be people. Like, if that's what you want to do, cool, do it.
I'm down with that. But yeah, the social contagion is real. It's anorexia that happens. I mean, again, there are always individuals who have legitimate mental pathogens, for lack of a better term, right? Like whether it's anorexia or bulimia or cutting, other forms of self-harm, clinical depression, manic depression, bipolarism, et cetera, ad infinitum. But yeah, the study with misery, there's one about transgenderism, there's ones with cutting and anorexia where it's disproportionately happens with young females. If one of them goes in that direction, their friend group tends to follow because they are geared to be more social just biologically than men are.
Interesting. And then an entire sector of the business world has decided that they can profit off that.
Yep.
If they weren't initially behind it.
Yeah.
And the push.
And it does get tricky because there's allegations of bigotry and hate, and it's like, that's not what it is at all. I don't. Again, one of my dearest friends, he's a brother to me. He was my best man. Has been with a transgender individual for longer than my marriage lasted. I mean, 15 years or something. And I love his girlfriend. She's amazing. Like, so again, there is reality there, but it's, I don't know. Everyone. I think back to like when I was in ninth grade, I wore a skirt to school. Not all the time. It happened once, but it's certain things like, well, I remember I wore the skirt to school. I was dared to, so I did. And an upperclassman
You
who was
definitely don't want
openly
someone saying no balls to you.
right, exactly. But there was an upperclassman who was out and openly gay, who walked up to this young freshman, and he puts his hand on my shoulder. Is like, "Oh, brother, I'm so proud of you. You give me so much like strength seeing you in the skirt. Like, oh, I love it. I could never do that. I want to be there one day." And I was like, dude,
That's not what's going on here.
Yeah, right. Like, I wasn't trying to make fun of anybody. Like, it was actually my girlfriend at the time dared me to do it. I'm like, all right, and I shouldn't have done it, but I did. I don't know what the point of that story was. So it's a strangely fond memory of mine.
It's about real life. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, a lot of times we see something and we start to think one way, but maybe that's not what's going on. And that's unfortunately what happened there. Is they misinterpreted it and thought it was the other way, where it's just you being silly and doing something on a dare, and they saw it as something different. And so I think when you extrapolate that sort of story and apply it to everything that's going on, like, are we thinking too much about things, putting too much analysis into it, and creating something that's far bigger than what's actually going on, or not focusing on the actual root problem or concern that's developed, and then we're being crazy about the results. Speaking of which, another funny, interesting thing, we have an app where the school can communicate various things to us. And so Monday, because it is Monday coming up, which is actually last Monday, because of timey-wimey, is Halloween. And on Halloween, they can dress up in pajamas for the day.
Okay.
But they can't wear face masks.
Okay.
To school.
I feel like not wearing face masks.
They can't wear a face mask
for schools for a long time.
But face mask.
Yeah. Oh.
But it's the other way. So I really kind of want to send the girls to school wearing surgical face masks to prove a point.
Yeah. That would be
because
funny,
they can
actually.
they should be able to wear those if they wanted to, because those would help protect them versus a non-face mask. If we're talking like a Batman face mask,
you
want to be, and apparently this is going on throughout the United States. I've seen a couple of TikToks about it where people are talking about it, and I'm like, that's kind of funny that all of a sudden the school is like, nope, you can't wear face masks.
Yeah.
When it was like pretty much the standard for a bit there, which is interesting.
Right. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Everyone should just end up with surgical masks on. I will say the type of face mask they're talking about, that's been a pretty standard thing. I think even when I was in high school.
Oh, it has been. I mean, most businesses don't want you wearing a face mask when you come in there. A lot of places ask you to remove your hat. Remove your hat so we can see your eye. You can't wear sunglasses when you come into the bank.
That's right. Yeah. It's a strange world, to be sure.
Let me show you this, dude. Oh, you can't see this.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Because you're on the mobile. This is one of my favorite Starbucks cups.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I got from Hawaii.
Very cool.
Yeah. I got two of them.
Nice.
It's a good cup.
That's a good cup.
Yep.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, it's a strange world, to be sure.
It is.
Yeah. What else is going on? Oh, Halloween's coming up, or happened.
Yeah.
And in the past future, we're having at the where do I work again? What do we call that place? The Is it a club I work at or something?
I don't know if we ever talked about what we should.
No, I'd rather not go into detail about my
You
employment.
work at here. You work at the resort.
There we go. Yeah. So the resort I work at, we're planning a nice little Halloween party for all the members at the resort. So there's going to be costumes and face painting, and I have a Halloween playlist I've put together, which I think my boss only wanted me to put together like an hour-long playlist for the official party time. But I go above and beyond, so I have like almost 7 hours of Halloween music.
Have you considered going as a samurai warrior?
I have not. That would be dope. I'm not sure why you asked.
Wouldn't that be triggering for some of the members of the resort?
It could be. It could be, actually. That's a good point. I think I'm going as Elvis.
That's not going to be. That could be triggering.
It still could be. Also, I'm going to be like hardcore, half-assed Elvis. Like I'm just not into dressing up anymore. I really don't.
You don't want to go as Al Capone?
I mean, I could. I guess I've already done that before. So.
Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, I should do that again. Oh boy, yeah. I just.
Any mobster.
I love Halloween. It's like it's my favorite holiday. Halloween's dope. I love Halloween movies. I love Halloween aesthetics and music and the candy and ghosts and goblins. I love all that kind of stuff. It's awesome. I just don't want to dress up. Like, I'm over it. I'm 37. I'm tired of dressing up.
Yeah. Hey, so when I saw that photo of you the last time you dressed up and everyone got your costume wrong, I thought you looked a little Don Draper-ish from like Mad Men. Have you seen Mad Men?
Thank you. I have. Well, okay. I'm no.
But you have you seen images or no? Okay, so you know of it.
Yeah. That's why I answered the way I did. And I was like, well, I haven't actually seen the show, but.
Second point. Back to candy, Halloween candy.
Yeah.
What is your official opinion or stance on candy corn?
Oh, I'm down. I think we got another technical difficulty there, folks. Looks like.
Dude, it is a garbage candy. Okay. Now, a garbage condiment. A garbage condiment is ketchup. Ketchup is a garbage condiment.
Okay.
Candy.
Get out of here.
Candy corn is a garbage Halloween candy. Candy corn is a garbage candy. That's it.
It's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
No.
Absolutely.
Look, it's all about how. Well, first off, I haven't had candy corn since I was like 5, so who knows? Secondly,
so you're not even basing this on any sort of recent experience. It's just the aesthetic that brings to the Halloween mystique. Okay.
It has been a long time since I've had candy corn. That's true. But here's the thing. Some candies are meant to be gobbled like a goblin, okay? And you're supposed to just hoard it and just shove handfuls in your mouth and just like a zombie, okay? That's not candy corn, okay?
No, it's not.
Candy corn is a delicacy.
It sounds more like a peach.
It's a delicacy. You're supposed to have like 3 to 5 pieces of candy corn on some peanut butter with an apple to make a cute little design. You eat it all together and chef's kiss, okay?
Wait, whoa. You're
just gobbling candy corn like a goblin. That ain't doing it.
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so you say take an apple.
Yeah.
So is this like a slice of apple? Is this like a wedge of apple? What kind? What?
Yeah.
How have we prepared the apple?
Okay, so what you're gonna do is there's an apple, okay, and you cut eyes into the apple, make a jack-o'-lantern out of an apple, and shove the candy corn into the mouth to make teeth using peanut butter as the denture cream, the denture adhesive. Okay.
So you're talking a literal whole apple.
Yeah.
Carved out.
I feel like I've seen images of this, but now that I'm describing it, I feel like I'm full of crap. But I'm telling you, candy corn, it's like, okay. Have you ever tasted vanilla extract?
Sounds disgusting.
It is disgusting. It tastes awful. But
Okay,
a
so hear me out.
teaspoon
Hold on.
of
Let me see
vanilla
if I can do
extract in a
this.
cake is delicious. That's candy corn. On its own, it's awful. But if you mix it with the right things to make a Halloween treat, it's delicious.
All right, hold
You
on.
get
Let
two.
me.
You get two corns. You get two kernels of a Halloween corn. That looks weird. You get two kernels of a Halloween corn to be staying.
I don't know
Ooh,
if this is
screen
working.
sharing.
Is it working? Can you
I
see
don't
it?
know.
I just
If
don't do this.
I wasn't in my mobile office, it probably would be.
Damn it!
But it's trying real hard. It is
It's
trying
it's
real
it's
hard.
quitting. It's quitting. We might lose. We might lose this.
It's a good try though. Good
That's what
effort.
happens when we try to.
Good effort. Good effort. Well,
Well,
he's trying to
folks,
do
it's
that.
it. If this is it, this is it. It's been real. If
Yeah.
not,
If not, if not. But here's the
oh
thing.
man.
While he's trying to do that, before we lose connection, I also joined a gym last Sunday. It's about a 5-minute jog from my house. So what I do now is I wake up at 5 a.m. I jog to the gym. It has a pool. I swim a few laps. I jog home, and then I go to work. I mean, I take a shower too, but whatever. It's been a fantastic way to start my day. Are you there?
I can hear you. I don't know. My aunt is it's. So what I see here is 2 slices of apple
Uh-huh.
that has then been fashioned to look like a mouth with peanut butter on the roof and the bottom of
Yep.
the mouth, and then the teeth. I was literally
Yes.
thinking you would carve an apple.
That's definitely what I was describing, and as I was describing it, I realized that is not what it is.
And
But
it
I
says
want
youngsters will go batty over these apple and peanut butter treats. Perfect
yes,
for Halloween parties.
yes. I'm telling you, candy corn eaten in small quantities with the right other ingredients is a delicious addition to Halloween. But people want to eat candy corn the way they eat Snickers or Milky Ways or Reese's and just grab a big handful and shove it in their mouth and choke on it. And that's not what the candy corn is for. It's a delicacy, right? Some things taste good because they're bitter, but bitter is only good in a very, very small amount mixed with other flavors, right? That's candy corn.
Got it. That's kind of how I feel about peppermint patties, like the York peppermint patty. Like one's good,
Yeah,
and then I'm done for the rest of the day. I don't need
yeah,
more.
yeah. One's good, and I'm done for a year. Like, you know. Also, I have nothing to back this up other than my personal belief about how things work. I bet when candy corn was first invented, it was a much higher quality candy. But I'm sure over the years they have changed the formula and made it cheaper to